Hello everyone, Jawtooth again. Hey, guess where I'm at? I'm at a Norfolk Southern bridge that was built in 1926. Next year it'll be 100 years old. And the bridge goes over the CSX line. Guess what, son? We got a train coming right now, coming right across this bridge. Start the video, here we go. Norfolk Southern live action. Wow, holy cow, lion. Wow, that train was just flat out booking. What is the hurry? Man, they were flying. I wonder how fast that one was going. I should have got my little radar gizmo out for that one. Would like to get a CSX train going underneath though. One of these days I'm gonna get an over and under. CSX line is just underneath of there. And I know that there's activity on the CSX line today. Haven't seen anything yet though. All right, thanks for watching. Hopefully something else will come by here. But wait, there's more. There always is. We got another train coming, a northbound. Check this out. I think it said 50G. Long hood forward. Now that's awesome. goes northbound. Can you believe that? All those cars pulled by one engine, empty grain train. It stunk too. It smelled like a dead animal because it's got that rotted grain sitting on top of it. So that one there had a bad smell to it. Anyways, thanks for watching. It's still pretty cool. Hopefully we'll get something else come around this curve. All right, check this out. We got a CSX train coming, a northbound, 1,492 feet long, and it's only got 76 axles. It's probably, let's see, intermodal train, if it's the one I'm thinking. 2 locomotives on the front, intermodal cars with a single auto hauler on the rear. This train went through LaGrange about 2 hours and 20 minutes ago. It's the I-142. All right, here we go on the CSX line. All right, here she comes. She's in a hurry. The I-142, 76 axles with a single auto rack on the rear. Well, there you go. That wasn't really a whole lot, was it? Better than nothing though. So it only took it 2 hours and 20 minutes to get here from LaGrange. All right, thanks for watching. See if we can get something else. Well, I didn't get an over and under like I was hoping for. One of these days I'll get an over and under here, but it's been a long time since that's happened. It takes a lot of luck. So I'm gonna change locations. So here we go. All right, here we go. I'll see how fast this train's going. Hopefully they're booking. Come around the super elevated curve. Yeah, they're booking. All right, there you go. That train was really booking. Slowing down a little bit though. When they first got up to me, they were going 51. Then they slowed all the way down to about 46. But they are in a hurry. All right, thanks for watching. See if we can get anything else while we're here too. Or else I might change locations even. Hello everyone, Joel Toots again. Hey, can you believe it's November already? Before you know it, Christmas will be here. Halloween's already over with. Hey, guess what? We got perfect weather today, and we got a train coming. We got about 25 loads of rock and a couple locomotives, matching red and black on the Cincinnati Eastern Railroad. Guess what I got with me? Jesse, right there. Start the video, son. I'm starting to hear the train. Here we go. There they go, towards Mount Orab. Let's go up there and get them again. Wow, that was a good one though, really, that was a good one. I had some kind of a bug get on me, and I was trying to get this bug off me. It's one of those ladybug things, and they bite. Those things do bite, they hurt. So I was trying to shake that thing off me, and I'm filming at the same time. There's Chessie right there. She had a great view, look at that. All right, let's go up to Mount Orab and get them, here we go. Hey, here's one of those bugs right there. I had that thing on me while I was trying to film, and they bite, and they do hurt when they bite. All right, let's go. But wait, there's more. Of course, I'm in downtown Mount Orab, Ohio right now. Check this out. Lights are flashing. Chessie's right over there. Can't really see her, but she'll stick her head out in a minute. And here comes the train. Conductor's over there by that crossing shanty.
Good roll by, good roll by, good roll by.
There you go, good roll by, I just said. All right, well, what do you think about that runner over there? That lady couldn't just wait for just 30 seconds for that little train to go by. That was a big time runner. All right, yesterday now they went east with 3 locomotives, but I think they were having problems with one, so they left it in Sardinia. It's at the Sardinia Y right now for maintenance. Let's go on up to the other side of Mount Orab, get it. Don't forget we got the hill coming up. That's the best part. Grand finale is always the hill. It's gonna be interesting to watch this train go up the hill. This is a heavy one, so don't go away. Here we go. But wait, there's more. I'm on Lindsay Road. This is one of the 3 Lindsay roads that are in the Mount Orab area. This is the one that used to cross the railroad track right here. Used to be a crossing here to the road. Road dead ends here now. Back in the, I think it was like the late 90s, there was a car that got hit by a train right here. Norfolk Southern hit a car with some students in it. They said that they couldn't see the train, and it was a dangerous crossing. It's a really steep approach. So they closed this crossing down after that happened. The railroad paid the township $10,000 to close this down. And this is where they had that derailment maybe a year and a half ago, something like that. They had all those grain cars that derailed right here. This is where the derailment was at. That's why you see this extra rail laying around, these ties and stuff. So the train's coming from that way. And I haven't filmed here in a long time. Right here used to be a railroad crossing. I've driven over it before. All right, here comes the train. See what kind of view we can get. Look at that. That's where they connected the rail together. Nice out today. They go pretty slow through here. All right, here we go. The next crossing down that way is Eastwood Road. 1.5 2 miles, something like that. Just ahead of that train. You'll start hearing them blow the horn here pretty soon. Yeah, this is where they had all those grain cars that derailed. Right here. That's why it's got all that sectional rail now. Because this whole area had welded rail, and they just pieced it back together after the rail was all broken up and bent and twisted. They pieced it back together. Stick rail. There's an old section. All right. There's the Batmobile. Don't miss the grand finale. That's coming up next. Right now, I'm headed towards Williamsburg. We're going to get that train going up the hill. This is going to be really good. That is a heavy load. There she is. Look at that. Look at the view she had. Right there. Look in that direction. There's my new mirror. I'm going to be using that right now. Thanks a lot, Ralph. Love that mirror. Shout out to Ralph and Cindy. But wait, there's more. I'm in downtown Williamsburg, and here comes the train at the hill. We're getting a good run at the hill right now. I'm in 4K for this shot too. Over here at the Leaning Towers of Williamsburg section. This is Gay Street, and here comes the train. Getting ready to come up this hill. Listen to this. Getting a good run at it. This is going to sound awesome. 4K. Wow, that train was really pulling. Man, you could really hear it. I know that's got to come over the camera. You got to hear at least part of that. Sounds really awesome standing by it. I just hope the camera picks up all that sound. There they are crossing Main Street. They're down to a crawl right now. Looks like they're just barely making it up there. Williamsburg, Ohio. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. I wasn't sure if they were going to make it. That's a lot of weight on that train there. They've got, probably close to 3,000 tons, something like that, with just 2 locomotives on this steep grade right here. Thanks for watching. Check out another video if you can. Every view helps my channel. All right, we'll see you later.